Hello everyone, I bought this damaged BMW and I will going to repair it and sell it. So I'm gonna show you the issues on it and stay tuned. So first of all, the bumper is all smashed up. The engine came like this, the engine into bits. I've been told the timing chain broke and they wanted, I think it was £3,000 to get the timing chain done on it. So yeah, but that's by the by. My plan on this car is fix it, everything is wrong with it, and sell it. On the end of the video, I'm going to show you how much I spent to repair the engine, how much I spent on the whole car, and how much I made on the whole car. So that is the plan. So yeah, the bumper, the headlight is broken. What else? Swing mirror is broken. It looks like just a cover missing, but if you have a closer look, it's missing a bit from the bottom. And this panel is squashed, has a dent. The boot has a dent. It has this is not paint, this is rust, is metal, is rusty. The reason being, this wheel has been driving, I think, with no brake pads. Now it has new pads and discs, but I think it's been driving for the state of it. This is all metal attached to the actually rim, and it went all the way, and now it's stick to the whole car. But I think this will come out with some polish, but the wheel is changing. And interior wise, is all dirt. It's really bad, really bad. And I think I'm gonna have to replace the seats because it's really bad. I'm gonna show you the front one, even worse. Look at the front one. It's still missing the trim here on the door, and it's been stitched. The seat's been stitched in here, and look at the other one. The person who had this car before didn't look after. Never mind. It has 130,000 miles, I guess, and it's already with broken chain. But by the looks of it, the person who had before didn't care about the car, and things like this will happen because you can actually see here it had no oil change at all. It doesn't look like it had the oil change because it's all black inside the engine. But yeah, so the plan is get the engine off, get the timing chain done, see what else has broken on it. If it broken on all the rockers, if it's not, don't know, it's hard to tell until you're actually taking it apart. The rest of the bits of the car is at the boot, but it doesn't have battery, so I can't open the boot. So yeah, let's crack on, get this front end off. I'm doing from my house because it's my car, so I need to get this engine off from the top. I can't take it from the bottom. I'm gonna take the engine with gearbox and everything. So as the front end damaged, I'm gonna take the front end just to see what I need to repair the front end. And at the same time, I just pull the engine out like this, like. So it saved me to take the engine. Then I'm gonna have to take the front end anyway. So it makes sense to do it this way. So let's get started. Holy crap, boys! It had the big whack at the front. As you can see by the crash bar, it's all squashed in. Look at that. It was a heavy one. Bloody out. You know, when you look at the bumper had a few things, but it doesn't look like it's major. But yeah, it had the major, quite a big bit of an accident. But yeah, and the front of the bumper is not broken. On this side here, it has this covers broken. But I think the bumper is still salvage. Still can save the bumper, I think. So yeah, this side's broken as well. But yeah, but yeah, I didn't expect to see it like that. But gonna take the front end off and see if there's any more damage than been done to it. So I got all the front end off, bumper, radiators, a slam panel, I guess what they call. The crash bar is all bent. So as you can see, the slam panel, not the slam panel, the crash bar is all bent. So I'm gonna have to take the crash bar off, and I'll either put a new one or try and straighten this one. That's one of the reasons I have taken the front end off. And the other reason is I need to get the engine out and see what's wrong, if it has vent valves or anything like that. But as I'm taking the front end off, it's easier to get the engine out. Normally at the garage I'll take the gearbox first, then I'll pull the engine from the top of it without touching any of the front. But it's hard for me to take the gearbox on the floor. As you can see, the car is not raised as much as on the lift. You lift the car on the lift, you easy to work on. Yeah, it's gonna be the first engine I'm gonna take without taking the gearbox, so yeah, it's gonna be fun. Then I'll take the engine to bits and see what's broken or what's broken on it. I can see the timing chain is not there. Is it made a lot of damage to the engine? We don't know until we take it apart, so let's get ready and crack on. So, got the engine apart. Have to remove gearbox, clutch, DPF, the timing belt cover and all of that. And look at this, guys. He broke the rockers. I do seriously believe it has bent the valves as well, because there's a bit of the valve right there. I think you guys can see it. This bit, it belongs to the valve spring. So yeah, all the rockers are knackered, all the rockers are broken. Look at this one here, all the rockers are broken. I do seriously believe the valves are bent as well, so it will be better for me to remove the cylinder head and see the state of the valves, state of the pistons and all of that. And the cause from that was the timing chain snapped, and it's actually snapped quite badly as well. Stuck here, and it broke the bottom one as well, as you guys probably can see it. It broke the bottom timing chain as well. Normally it's just the top goes, but on this case it's actually snapped everything. Reasons for this to happen: these engines, they are quite prone for the timing chains to fail, but on this case I think lack of service as well, because you can actually see the state of this engine oil is really bad, really dark. So yeah, as the car only have like 130,000 miles, I guess nobody done oil change on it and then just blow up. And another thing has damaged is this timing chain cover. This is where the fuel pump goes here, and the chain goes around here. When the timing chain snapped, it broke this case here. So what happened now, if I put it back like this, I think it's going to be a lack of oil on the chain, because this helps the oil splash back on the chain. And if this is broken, the oil will escape down here and will cause damage on the chain. So I need to replace this cover as well. And I do believe I have, and that is the camshafts. I don't think nothing wrong with them. I do believe I have that cover and the cylinder head from my BMW X3, because my BMW X3 I have to replace all the engine. So yeah, I'm gonna remove the cylinder head and see if it's made any damage to the pistons. Hopefully it haven't, but if it has, we're gonna have to replace the complete engine. So yeah, gonna take it apart and see what's look like underneath. I moved the cylinder head and clearly you can see the valves have hit the pistons, but the pistons, this is just carbon. The pistons not damaged or anything, you just have that marks where it hit the valves. I'm pretty sure I have bent the valves because the state it was bad, and you can actually see on the valves have hit the pistons. So in some cars you can get away without replacing the valves, yes, but in this situation I think it's the best way to do is just replace all the valves, chain, everything, just put everything new. At least you know everything is gonna be fine, because if I don't replace the valves, the chances are I'll be fit the engine back in and the engine misfiring or something like that. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna clean all this up, take the sand, make sure it's not metal inside the sand, make sure the rods are fine and all of that, and put new valves and assembly everything back together. I've been doing some work off camera, as you guys can see. Already stripped all the old chain and everything. I did fit the new chain already. I was going to assemble the cylinder head first, but the cylinder head is done for testing, so I need to get this job going. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fit the bottom chain. I did fit the bottom chain. I did fit the oil pump chain, it's brand new. If you're doing this job, don't forget to replace the oil jet. And I'm gonna assemble the cover, the back cover here, and assemble the sump, so I can start and fit the gearbox, clutch and everything until the actually cylinder head don't arrive. I still have the cylinder head from this engine here, but it's damaged, so I got another one. I send it to be checked out and they will get back to me when it's all done. So I clean all the surface where's the cylinder head go and the head gasket. All is a bit oily because I put some oil on, stop get rust and all of that, because I don't have roof. The roof is gone, someone put the roof down, but doesn't matter. You can see I clean all the pistons. Still have the valve marks on them, but haven't cracked the pistons or anything like that. So I think they will be all fine. I just need to straighten up this guide. Yeah, don't forget to put the guides, of course. And yeah, plan is I need to clean the cover, put the cover back. I'm gonna put different cover because the cover of this engine is actually broken. So I'm gonna clean it, put the cover back, so I can be able to put the sump in place and assemble the gearbox and things like that. So there is the sump. I'll clean the best I could, but this oil on this engine was really bad. So it looked like he had done like 50,000 miles with the same oil, because it's so dark. You can see on my skin, you know, because I've been blowing these holes from the head bolts and sprayed on my skin. I wiped it and look at that, it's really bad, but never mind. So when I assemble this cover and gearbox and everything, there is the new cover. As you can see, is not broken here, and this one's actually broken. So when the chain goes around, it doesn't, if it is broken, it doesn't help splashing the oil, as this one helps splash the oil around the chain. So yeah, I'm gonna be cleaning this chain, this cover, and putting on the engine. Got the cylinder head, it's all been skimmed, pressure tested and everything, so it's ready to assemble it on the engine. So I got the car at the garage. Before we bring the car to the garage, I send it for paint. It's all fresh. Bonnet, the door at the back has been painted. As you can see, it's not dent there anymore. I replaced the front bumper for the M Sport bumper. It looks fantastic with this bumper. I love these cars with this front bumper. Well, I love the F30 M Sport. This is not M Sport, but you know, if I have to buy a bumper, the other bumper was damaged because it was the crash. If I had to buy a bumper, might as well spend the extra money and buy the M Sport one, and it looks amazing. It's so aggressive, the F30's front end. I got the seats. I got a new seats to go on it. As you can see, this seat is all ripped. The back ones are all right. It needs a bit of cleaning. I'll show you the seats. There is the new seats, exactly the same, but without rips. So that's all I need. We fixed the dent on the boot. Was a big dent here. We fixed this panel. You've probably seen this panel was damaged. And no, another thing, the mirror. We fixed the mirror and fitted M3 mirror caps. So yeah, I have another thing for it, those wheels. 18-inch alloys, and that's 17-inch, but them ones are alright, but I don't like a 17, and look at the profile of the tire, so big. So that's why I bought these ones. But guys, leave on the comments below which wheels would suit better to the car. I think it's these ones, but some people, they do have different tastes, so yeah, is what it is. But yeah, it's almost done. And what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna install the tires, the seats. Then I'm gonna tell you how much I did spend this car, how much it's costing me, and how much I'm going to sell for it. So yeah, let's go.
You stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig any deeper now? I gave you all I own, put you on this golden throne, but I'm a little stronger now.
So that is the start motor for the BMW. As you can see probably here, this is been burned up a little bit, as you probably can see there. I think it could be repaired, but I just stopped to get another one. There is the brush. I think someone's been really hard on the cranking, that's why it burned all of this. So I have to go to get a new start motor for it. The car is already for sale. Just needs polishing and things like that, but that's not down to me because I don't know how to polish it. The wheels, I like it. Not this one because this one's from a different car. I think it suits really well to the car. You know, it probably could do with the lowered springs as well, but I'm not gonna mess about with that because it's too many speed bumps in UK. So if anybody wants to lower, they can lower themselves. Yeah, I got the seats. The front seats has been replaced. Actually, I found the really cheap seats. You probably can't see because it's dark. But yeah, no more rips on the seats. They need a bit cleaning, but yeah, that's all it needs. So let's work out how much I'll spend on this car. So we'll start from the head gasket. The head gasket and the bolts. As you can see, I replaced the head gasket and the bolts and the timing chain. So the head gasket and bolts, I paid £120. Timing chain, I paid £180 for the timing chain. What else? Skimming and pressure test the cylinder head. As you can see, I done the skimming and the pressure test the cylinder head. It wasn't the cylinder head from the car, but this is another cylinder head I fitted on. So the skimming is £100, and I work out roughly how much a cylinder head would cost for this car, and it was about £220. And I done the oil and the filter, £60, air filter, £15, and fuel filter cost me I think 38 or 40 pounds. I'm gonna run it up to 40 pounds. Yeah, the front seats, they were quite cheap actually. The front seats cost me 100 quid. Paid 100 quid for the seats. The wheels, I paid 100 quid for the wheels. Spent some money in painting, but I'm not gonna count that because it's no point really. As you've probably seen on the beginning, the boot was dented. This quarter panel was dented, has a big dent there. Whereas the bonnet had the big dent, this area somewhere here, and the front bumper, I had to replace the front bumper as well and paint it. So just the front bumper alone was £300 for this front bumper. And to paint all of these panels, he charged me £600. So yeah, £600 to paint it, and it was £300 for the bumper. And I bought these caps. Cost me 35 quid off eBay. I think it was 35, I'm pretty sure it was. And I have to buy this off BMW, this bottom cover of BMW, and it cost me 30 quid. And another thing I bought, it haven't arrived yet, so I can finish all of this, is the lip. I bought a lip to fit there. Cost me another 60 quid. So yeah, I spent quite a fair bit of money on this car. Well, actually, I paid 2.5 for it, 2.5 grand for the car. And on total, I spent 2 grand on the car. Without any labor or anything like that, I spent 2 grand on it. And yeah, you don't really notice because you're spending 100 here, 100 there, but when you add all up, it actually adds up really fast. So this car in total cost me £4,560 as it stands now. Now I need a bit of polish and things like that, but nothing major. It drives fine and everything. So yeah, will be a good car for someone who wants to buy, I think. You know, timing chain has been done, head gasket, head bolt, has fresh coolant. Actually, I didn't put the coolant down, but never mind. you know, I drove it around and drives really smooth, starts first time, and that's all we need. So yeah, I spent on this car with the price I bought it, £4,560, and my plan is to sell for £6,000. Only have 160,000 miles. Yeah, I do believe I would sell for £6,000. So the profit is not a lot of profit I made on this. If I can sell for that price, I would be making about 1,400, 1,500 pounds. But you know, it kept me entertained. I actually made this video as well. It's my first video actually buying a car and selling a car. I buy cars and sell quite often, but I did never record it. So yes, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed, give it a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments below if I should keep doing these kind of things or should I don't bother to record. Because you know, if you guys like the videos, I'll buy more cars similar to this or better or worse and record and show you guys how I done it, or you know, things like that. If you like it, yeah, give us a thumbs up and comment down below. See you on the next one.